Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. My name is Adam Azfar and I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to give a speech. The title of my speech today is Language and How Time Changes the Way We Talk. So let's get into it. Oh my god, he is so handsome. Well, that's me. My name is Muhammad Adam Azfar bin Azrul. Language, how time changes the way we talk. So, what is the use of language in people's life? Well, language is a part of how humans interact with each other. Language changes continually in a wide variety of ways. New words and phrases while appears while others fall into disuse. There are tons of words that were changed throughout time, like the synonyms of a word. For example, the word communication. The synonym of this word is transmission or interact. These pictures are the examples of the many languages in the world, like the word hello in English, salam in Arabic, bonjour in France, konnichiwa in Japan, and many more languages. So, what is the definition of language? There are three figures that define language. The first figure is Henry Sweet, a phonetician and language scholar that stated, language is the expression of ideas by means of speech sounds combined into words. Words combined into sentences, this combination answering to that ideas of thoughts. The second and third figure, Bernard Bloch and George L., both American linguists, formulated the following definition. A language is a system of arbitrary vocal symbols by means of which a social group cooperates. So, this is the definition of language. Language is a structured system of communication that consists of grammar and vocabulary. The estimates of the number of human languages in the world vary between 5,000 to 7,000, and that's a lot of languages in the world. Humans use languages to convey meaning in spoken and written forms and also convey in sign languages. The majority of human languages have developed writing systems that allow the recording and preservation of sound language. So, what is the meaning of sign language? Well, sign language is a language that uses the visual manual modality to convey meaning instead of spoken languages. What it means here is that it uses actions, hand actions, to convey meaning into words. So, writing system. Writing system is a method of visually representing verbal communication based on a script and a set of rules regulating its use. Languages have developed and are constituted in their present forms in order to meet the needs of communication in all its aspects. What it means here, it developed and evolved throughout time, throughout generation, to meet the needs of the current generation. And what is communication? Communication is defined as the transmission of information. So, communication is what humans, people use in their daily lives to talk with each other, to have a communication. So, how does language change over time? It changed from generation by generation, the pronunciations evolve, new words are borrowed or invented, the meaning of old word drifts, and morphology develops or decays. So, language change over time from generation to generation to meet the needs of current generation so that they so that the words are suitable. So new words are borrowed or invented. What it means here is that some words were borrowed from other languages, from Arabic, Latin, and many more. Or the figure created or invented new language or a new words. So language can be a bit problematic as we can observe when older generations, our grandparents, berate younger ones like ourselves for the lack of linguistic eloquence and use of slang. Language change is considered disadvantageous, both in terms of the ability to communicate across cultures and in terms of generational differences. Why language change is considered disadvantageous? Because Some people cannot adapt with the new words in the current generation because they prefer the old generation's words. So, how and why language change? There are many factors as to how and why language change. Language and learning is one of the factors. Our language or languages that we learn from our parents, friends, and family is because we learn as we grow up and grew older. We learn from our parents' communications in households. We also learn them from our friends at the park or from our family if we ever had a gathering or during holidays, and we learn, we can adapt and we can communicate with them as we grew older. Second one is language and communication. We learn a language by getting exposed to other languages, and this affects our use of language. For example, if I go to Japan and live there for 5 years, I can learn the language and communicate with them, with the locals, to affect my life in positive, to learn the culture and to live happily and harmonically in the environment. The third is language and culture. Social diversity and cultural heritage all link to our language formation and change. The fourth and final is language and organic change. It is expressed through speech so rapidly, and it can organically alter language through processes like dissimilation and assimilation. The evolution of language. There are also many factors that could affect the evolution of a language. First is the sound changes. Words and sound pronunciations can change throughout time. Vowel shifts or consonant alterations are examples of organic phonetic processes that might cause this. For instance, over the years, there have been considerable changes in the pronunciation of several terms in English. Like there are many slangs that were used in the same word. For example, like in the Texas, there is certain slang. In Ohio, there's certain slang, and also in California and Los Angeles. In California and Los Angeles, their slang is a bit modern compared to the Texas one. The second is the semantic shifts. Words can acquire new meanings over time. Words can also change connotation, lose meaning, or take on new meanings. This frequently occurs as a result of advancements in culture, society, or technology. For instance, the term mouse now refers to both a computer input device and a little rodent, which was its original meaning. What it means is computer input device is this little mouse. The third one is grammar syntax. Language can change in terms of its rules and structures. Language use and societal changes may progressively alter word, order, and grammatical structures. Old grammatical structures may be replaced by new ones and vice versa. The fourth is borrowing and loanwords. Words and phrases from different languages are regularly borrowed from other languages. Foreign terms can be adopted and incorporated into a language's vocabulary as a result of interaction with various cultures and societies. For instance, English has various words that were derived from Latin, French, and other languages. For example, the word home, house, and many more. The fifth one is slang and colloquialism. Slang and other forms of colloquial expressions play a crucial influence in informal language use and language evolution. Within some social groupings, slang terminology quickly developed and spread and frequently reflect the group's particular experiences and ideals. Some slang expressions may gain widespread acceptance and be adopted into the vernacular of general public over time. The sixth is the technological influences. New words and new linguistic patterns can be introduced by technological breakthroughs. For instance, the emergence of social media and the internet has resulted in the creation of a number of new words and acronyms such as tweet, selfie, LOL, or MW for on my way. And for the last factor for the evolution of language is social and cultural factors. Language and social and cultural environments are closely related. Language use may be impacted by social changes such as alterations in power, relationships, gender roles, or cultural standards. These modifications may take the form of vocabulary revisions, inclusive language usage, or the creation of new terminologies. And last but not least, summing all up, in a conclusion, language is a dynamic and ever changing phenomenon throughout history. It has evolved in response to cultural, technological, and societal changes. Language also changed through the generational shifts and youth culture. By understanding how time changes the way we talk, we can navigate and appreciate the rich tapestry of language more effectively. That's all from me. I want to thank you to all of you who listens to my speech till the end, and I hope you have a great day and a great weekend. Thank you.